Aloha friends, welcome to my channel. This is Xamanxi and this is a special reading to connect with our spirit babies. So these are souls that have not come into the physical yet. These are babies that are on the other side, and I'm getting a mixture of energy coming in. Of course, there's 3 different piles to choose from. So take a moment, close down your eyes, feel into your body and your breath. Maybe take a deep breath in, relax, let it go. When your eyes open, whatever card or heart you are drawn to has a message for you. Sometimes you may be drawn to more than one, and if that's the case, there may be messages in each pile for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, Xamanxi@proton.me. All right, starting our reading with pile number 1, the Larvakite crystal. We'll move on to pile number 2, the Carnelian crystal, and pile number 3 with Prehnite. Thank you for tuning in. Aloha mamas that chose the Larvakite crystal. All right, there is some clearing that is happening in the heart space, they're telling me. So this does feel like loss, like a mourning. Perhaps you have lost a child, or a child has crossed over too soon, whether that be while they were still in creation in the womb, or shortly after the child was brought into earth space. The message that's coming through is that it's time to let go and to trust yourself again, to allow yourself to open up to love in a brand new capacity, because these souls that are wanting to come through into earth realm, they are high vibrational souls. And you know, when a baby comes to earth, it is such a blessing for the people around them. But the energy that these souls are bringing through is so much more than that. They are, of course, going to be a blessing for you, your partner, your family, your chosen family, your friends, whoever it is that you have in your life that's going to be a part of the baby's life. And they're telling me the ancestors as well. Okay, so these may be babies that are, okay, they're confirming for me, yes. Some of these souls are coming in to completely shift the ancestral line. So it doesn't surprise me that Larvakite actually is the crystal that came through with them, because Larvakite is a great stone to use for ancestry healing and working deep into the heart space, allowing yourself to let go of any grief or mourning, and really just finally process through some feelings that were maybe left unfelt. I'm feeling a lot of energy deep in the heart. This is like they're telling me in the lungs. Okay, thank you. So the lungs, and they're asking you to bring more breath into your body. So take time to slow down. Maybe set a timer on your phone every day. When it goes off, you can just consciously breathe. Yes, our bodies are amazing and they will breathe and do all these wonderful things for us. However, they're wanting you to bring more conscious breath into the body. Yeah, there's some clearing that needs to happen through the back of the heart space. So you may be experiencing some pain in the back of the heart and through the lungs. This will ease up, but they're wanting you to get out more, get some fresh air, get moving, even if it's just, I've had clients that I've worked with where I'm like, just walk outside to the street, walk from wherever your bed is, go all the way outside to the street and back. Start something nice and small. You can work it into something much larger. You can go for a walk down the street. You can go around the block. You can go on a hike or a beach walk, but they're saying get out, enjoy some fresh air, and Mama Earth is going to help you shift through that grief that you are still holding on to in the depths of your heart. Oh, I feel for you. I'm feeling so much emotion right now for those of you that chose this pile. And we'll start with the first card here, and it says, what's your honest truth? What's your honest truth? And I'm getting that perhaps you're blaming yourself. Like there's some negative self-talk here, blaming yourself for the way things turned out, blaming yourself for not slowing down, not allowing yourself time to rest. And your babies are saying everything is going exactly as it's supposed to. Disconnect from timelines, disconnect from linear time, because it's having to be on a linear timeline that has always, wow, this is important, they're saying, always interfered with what you are creating, what you are bringing into this world. So not just in regards to new souls, to babies, but also in regards to creating, so creative projects, opening yourself up to new experiences, to creating space for maybe more friends or more opportunities to come into your life. And they're saying, what is your honest truth? What is your truth, and what is programming or truth of others, right? Because other people, because we're living multidimensionally, right? There are people who are going to experience truths in different ways than we are. And so I can tell you from my own personal experience that when I was in a lower level of consciousness, my truths were completely different than they are now, right? I see life in a whole new perspective. And so they're saying, what is your truth right now in this very moment? Disconnect and dissolve, let go of anything else that is not yours. So actually, they're asking me to do a little clearing here. So if you are open to it, bring into the mind's eye anything that you know is not your truth. Maybe it's something that you were taught. Maybe it was a family tradition, or something that you saw growing up, or just the way that cycles were repeated, especially since this has to do with ancestry. Bring that all up into the mind's eye right now. I'm going to do a little clearing for those of you that are open. Thank you to our guides, our ancestors, past on loved ones that wanted to be here to deliver this message. All right, there's already some loosening up that's happening in the back of the heart space. So an opening up, and I feel like the reason why they're bringing in the breath is because there are a lot of things that were left unsaid. Maybe a lot of things that you just never got the opportunity to share with anyone. Maybe you like I said in the beginning, maybe you went through a loss and you never really had anyone there to support you through it. Or maybe the support that you got, it brought that pain to the surface even more. And maybe you just wanted to run away for a while and get away from it and not have to feel it. And that is completely understandable and justifiable, right? Because it's, grief is not something that that we all process in the same way, or that we can just easily walk away from. So if this is coming up now, it's telling me that you are ready. Your soul is ready to move through this, to expand, to open up, and to welcome new love into your life. All right, we have the animal kingdom. Oh my goodness, look at that bear. This is big mama bear energy. And this is you being in, they're saying, being in your wholeness, not hiding any of yourself, any parts of yourself. So all of these animals, all of these animals on this card, they're all amazing in their own right. They all have something really incredible about them that's unique and different to the other. And it doesn't mean that any one of them is any less than the others. And that's what they're saying about you and yourself and your self-worth is there's this rage inside of you. They're really pointing out like the solar sacral space here. And that is where you hold your sense of self-worth, where we hold emotions. And so they're saying there's this energy that wants to come up and out, almost to the point where like you can maybe go for a drive, roll up your windows, scream at the top of your lungs. One thing that's really been working for me lately is listening to like metal or rock music where they're actually screaming in the music. I don't know why, but for some reason it's not a type of music that I ever liked before in my life, but lately it has been clearing so much energy for me. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's going out on top of a mountain or for a hike and just breathing and letting Mama Nature take it all in. And they're also saying slow down, right? Because animals, the energy that they're bringing through with these animals is they are not on a clock, right? They're not, their lives are not obstructed in linear time, right? They're just living, they're just being. And that's what they want for you. They want you to live and be and know that it's okay to be who you are authentically, and to allow those feelings to move through you, whether that is feelings of passion and pleasure and fire and rage and anger and whatever it is that you need to feel to get this energy moving through you so that you can really start to expand through the back of the heart space and relax into your body. All right, we have look for fairies. Oh, I love this. So it's just this whimsical type of energy that's coming through. It's like, when you disconnect from linear time, it can be scary at first, like feeling like you are disconnecting from a clock or a time or a timeline or, something that other people have set up for you. Like you have to do this by this time or that by that time. Or, I remember a family member close to me many, many years ago telling me that, I wasn't on record for doing everything that I was supposed to. Like I was behind in my life and I had made some mistakes and that's what put me so far behind. And basically like I was getting passed up by everybody and everything. And when I disconnected from their timeline, because that's what it meant for them, and that's fine, that's perfectly okay. They can have that opinion and they can have that journey for self. But when I disconnected from that, it brought me back to this really whimsical, magical energy of just being here in this moment now and allowing everything to unfold the way that it needs to be. So not being constricted or held back and allowing a little more magic into your life. All right, we have the pink dolphin and it says celebration, fun, unbridled joy, and an open heart. Yes, so this is the energy that's coming through. It's like, I feel like there are things that have shifted. Thank you for confirming. They're telling me you've had some really big shifts in your life and your babies. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing this as plural. Your babies are bringing in the energy of these pink dolphins. It's so playful and joyful and abundant. Oh man. Okay, so I feel like that is also saying that it's time to, as you expand and open up through your heart, you will get rid of the programming of scarcity. Let go of the programming of not having enough or not feeling like you're enough or not feeling like everything is in order or in line or prepared or ready, because the babies are bringing that with them. They're bringing this love, joy, celebration, abundant energy with them. And this abundance feels magical. Oh my goodness. It feels, wow. It feels like, you know, what I got there was like a breath of relief. Like, you know, when you've been waiting on something for so long and you feel like you're just like worn down and about to give up, and then something breaks through and there's this relief that you feel where you're like, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So much gratitude coming in for that. So it feels really good. Okay, and then we have, yes, look at this, innovation and new creation. And again, there's doubles here. So I feel like this is twin energy coming through. Yes, they are confirming for me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to channel them because they are wanting me to channel exactly what they're saying. So I'm just going to quiet down and allow them to channel through. Yes, we are twins. And this is something that we've been preparing you for a very long time. Thank you for trusting. Thank you for continuing to surrender. Thank you for seeking out answers when you felt like life was too much. Thank you for taking care of yourself. There's been a big shift lately in caring for yourself and loving yourself more and putting yourself first and allowing yourself to be a little more selfish. And it's okay to be selfish. We want a mother who is going to be selfish, a mother who knows how to put herself first and work through her feelings and her emotions so that we could have the best of her. Okay, this is thank you. Their energy is so lovely. And I'm feeling like this is two little girls. I could be wrong, but it just is such a very feminine, playful, dainty type of energy. I can't even truly explain it. But it feels magical. So thank you, twins, for coming through. And for those of you who were wondering, you know, if this was going to be a multiple pregnancy, the answer is yes. And also I'm hearing that for some of you, that's why you may have had a pregnancy where there was a loss, because this is a wow, thank you. This is a divine union that is coming in, and a divine union is one soul that splits into two bodies. And so from the feeling of it, and correct me if I'm wrong, babies. Yes, they said continue. This soul they had tried to come through before in one body, and their consciousness was so high that it was too much for the body. So that's why the pregnancy didn't go fully through to term. And this is very specific, so please only take this if this resonates for you. And they wanted to come back. My apologies, the soul wanted to come back into two different bodies to split the consciousness between the two, so that when they are in union, they have this amazing, beautiful, high vibrational consciousness that really has not been felt in Earth Realm for a very, very, very long time. They're telling me before the shift, can you confirm, babies? Is this before, they're just saying before what you would have, what we would have felt is before Christ. Okay. They're referring it to that. Even if you're not religious, they're saying because it is a time that most everybody has heard of. And they just said in terms of words, there's no better way to fully explain it. I'm going to channel some light that's coming in as well. And this feels like Etherian light, but with a mixture. They're saying, okay, they said, don't bother. Thank you. Don't bother to figure out where it's coming from. Just allow it to move through. So again, if you're open to receive. such a light, whimsical, vibrational energy that is in here right now with these babies. There is magic in these babies. You see how she is fully tapped into her heart space here, right? The heart is lit, and that then, you know, the arms and hands are an extension of our heart. So it's like to be able to carry these babies, to be able to anchor them into the physical, to bring them into the physical. This heart space is very important, that you open up and allow that magic to come in and let go of whatever programming you have been taught to believe in. Okay, we have gratitude. Oh, yeah, it makes so much sense. There's so much gratitude and so much to be thankful for. And it's like, I feel like this is also going to show you the reason why things hadn't happened until now, why things hadn't shifted, or maybe they're, you know, you wanted them or expected them to come on a specific timeline. And now with the amount of abundance that's coming in, there's just so much gratitude to be had. And these babies, they are so grateful for you. There's this, yeah, see, like, okay, they're pointing out, like, they're like, look at the colors, look at the colors. It's like this really bright, vibrant energy, but there's this good mixture of darkness in here as well. It's like there's this balancing out of the dark and the light and coming into full alignment with your highest and best self, to be able to be that for your babies. Because it feels like with the ancestry that is clearing for many, oh, they're telling me, yeah, much longer than I can even imagine, that this line of ancestry has gotten darker and darker and darker over time, and maybe even to the point where they felt like the ancestry wasn't going to I'm getting a lot of messages, so hold on. Yes, please slow. Thank you. Okay. Where the ancestry may have been cut off a generation before you, or with your generation. So with if you have siblings, brother and sisters, like maybe they're unable to have children, or they're saying maybe one of them had a child, and since then it's been cut off. There was something with cutting off the ancestry, but you have done a lot of work on yourself, a lot of work to learn about yourself. And because of that, there's this shift that's happening, and there's so much gratitude. Oh my goodness. And thank you. I knew I was hearing multiple voices. I didn't know where from, but the ancestors are coming in, and that's where a lot of the gratitude is coming from. They're saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have, I'm going to channel them. We have come in through this family multiple times for multiple generations. And each time, each soul that has come in has chosen a path a little bit harder than the last. And it's now finally with you, the one that has chosen to continue to work through all of this density, all of this darkness that was created to experience the contrast in humanity. And with the work that you've done, and allowing more magic to come into your life, and allowing yourself to balance through that sacred rage and the soft feminine as well, it's because of you that this ancestry is going to continue. And so they are in so much gratitude, and of course the babies are in gratitude as well. Okay, we have 2 more cards here. I'll try to be quick because I know this one's getting long. We have Herkimer Diamond. All right, Herkimer Diamond. So it's, yeah, they're like, look at the colors. It's like these babies, they are special. My goodness, they are so special. And they're asking you to see yourself the way they see you, right? So like in this image, it may look like she's broken, crying, like you see her reflection there in the water, and then like you see this light up here, and this is the light of the babies reflecting on you, and they're saying everything that you've been through, everything that you have had to process, have had to go into the depths, all of that is what made you the mother that they're going to need you to be. And they are so grateful and ready. Whoa, okay, and ready to move into Earth realm, ready to come into fruition. They told me to go ahead and flip this card because there's a message on the back. So It says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, and they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay, so maybe you're holding on to some resentment for, well, first for self. It all starts within, right? So maybe some resentment for how you would have done things differently, or how you process or didn't process through things, and then how that reflected out in the mirrored image, right? Because the reverse here was that mirrored image of reflecting out and seeing yourself through basically the reflection of others. And so any resentment that you're holding on to, they're saying that's what it's time for you to let go of. It's time to let that resentment dissolve. Use the Herkimer diamond. You can use this if you want to screenshot this crystal so you have a picture of it, or if you want to look for Herkimer diamonds, I would suggest going to a crystal store as opposed to purchasing online, unless you know that it is a credited crystal store and they're really good about checking where their crystals are coming from and if they're real. Otherwise, the picture is good enough to connect with it. Bring that Herkimer diamond into your heart and allow it to settle down, they're saying, into your solar plexus. And that is the space right above the navel where you carry your self-worth, your empowerment, your ego, your inner self, your inner parent or your inner caretaker. And allow it to just work through that space so that you can let go of any resentment that you're holding on to. Allow your heart to fully expand and ready yourself for these lovely twins that are wanting to come in to your world. Alrighty. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this message was a little bit longer than some of my other videos, but I do feel like the messages needed to come through, and I just want to send grace and thanks to the ancestors that came through, along with the babies that we got to channel. That was very special. All right, y'all, until next time, adios. Thank you for those of you who chose pile number 2 with Carnelian. Okay, Carnelian crystal is great for working through the sacral space. So the space of the womb, your creative center, your space where you hold on to emotions. And so it would be really great if you have Carnelian crystal. They're telling me to keep it near your sacrum. So maybe that's keeping it in a pocket, in a pant pocket, or even just laying with it on like your low belly will help. But there's definitely some clearing that wants to come through with a crystal. If you're not into crystals, and that message is probably not for you, but those of you that are, it can really help heal. There's some healing that needs to happen in the sacral space is what I'm hearing. Okay, so the first card here, it says fall in love with your own story. All right, so what is your story, right? There's something really unique about each of us and what we bring into this world and what we choose from the stories that we willfully came into, right? So whatever you've been through in your lifetime, how are you continuing to choose you? And how do you fall in love with your story and what that means, past, present, and future? So I feel like this is some forgiveness in their baby. Yes, your baby is confirming it. There needs to be forgiveness for self. Ooh, this is a lot of self-hate, a lot of judgment. If you feel like you tend to judge others a lot for even like the smallest things, it usually manifests from a lot of judgment of self. And so, yes, the baby is coming through and saying there needs to be more love. There needs to be more love. Okay, let's continue on. We have transformation. All right, so right off the bat with that Phoenix energy there. So, and again with that orange color, like that same orange color came through on both of these cards, and it's this like deep reddish orange color that helps move through the sacral space. So there's some transformation that's happening. I'm feeling like, and I'm asking the baby who is here to confirm, yeah, there's some shame in the sacral space. So maybe working through that space, working through maybe some energy that they're saying it goes deeper. As I'm getting ready to speak, the baby is coming in and speaking and saying, no, it goes much deeper than that. I feel like this is something that you're going to need to sit with and they're telling me in water, in natural water. If you can get into a river or a lake or an ocean safely and be in that space, the natural water is going to help cleanse and clear through the sacral space. And it will help you start to move through this transition, because I feel like this transition has been happening for a long while, and it's clearing out everything that needs to move or dissolve or re-alchemize. They're telling me, I've never heard it like that before, but I'm guessing that just means, reconstructing your life so that you can be the type of mother that you really want to be, and be there to support your child, not just as the portal, but I feel like this is a lot of nurturing, which obviously with motherhood comes a lot of nurturing, but this one goes a little bit deeper. I feel like the baby, yes, they are confirming there's going to be some nurturing that's coming from the baby for you. But that nurturing can feel very triggering if you are not open to the transition. Okay, let's go deeper and pull a few more cards. We have spend time with friends. Okay, they're showing me specifically the moon cycle up there. So it's like there's some energy moving through the waters. Yeah, the waters, and the water card is next. That's funny. So get out, be specifically when I say when they say spend time with friends, they're being very specific about spending time with other women that have been through pregnancy, other women who maybe even not have been through pregnancy, but are nurturing and loving. There are women who maybe don't even care to have children in this lifetime, but they usually are very nurturing and loving with their friends, with their families, in those spaces and places. So being around other women, a women's circle would be magical for you. I feel like there would be so much transformation in that space that you can learn from and heal and help move through this transition. Okay, we have the waters next, and let's see. Okay, it says the healing lagoon. Yeah, see, it's time to heal. And notice how like the bottom half of her body is in the water, and that's exactly what the baby wanted for you. It's like, get out into some natural waters and let the waters heal and move through you so that you can let go of some emotion that you're holding in that space, and specifically around shame or guilt is what I'm hearing. Like this cuts very deep is what I'm hearing. And the baby just wants you to know that the baby honors you and your body and what it's been through. They chose, yes, they're saying they chose you for a reason. And they don't feel any shame or any bad energy moving through your body. But they also need you to feel that as well. They also need you to feel comfortable in your own body. So I feel like this is even some, like maybe not feeling comfortable with the idea of pregnancy, with the idea of a baby moving through you, literally. And there's like this closed off energy that's coming through. I'm gonna do just a little Breath, they're saying breath is what's needed. Okay, so we're just going to breathe together. Those of you that are tuned in and are really feeling into this, we're just going to breathe. So I want you to just let all of the air out of your lungs. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose. And allow that breath to move through your body. When you're ready, you can open mouth, exhale, and then again, take a nice deep breath in. And feel that air as it fills up. Continue this breath work, slow, deep breaths in through the nose. Exhaling however it wants to come out, through the nose, through the mouth, nice and slow. Continue breathing in that rhythm. And as you're breathing in that rhythm, imagine the breath going down through the heart space, moving into the solar plexus and the sacrum. And each breath that comes in expands and shifts through the sacral space, allowing whatever emotions need to come up, need to be purged, whatever shame, whatever guilt, whatever dense energy you are still holding on to in the sacrum. And this could be from this lifetime, from experiences that you've had throughout this lifetime. And for a very specific person, they're telling me this is also from a variety of past lifetimes. So you may not even know, you may have no reason to feel guilt or shame or anything around the womb space, around the sacrum, and you can't quite understand why it's happening. And that's because it's coming from a variety of former past lives. All right, so just continue to breathe into that space. And then I want you to imagine this carnelian crystal settling down into the sacral space and starting to shine the beautiful light of the crystal throughout the space. And they're telling me very specifically, they want you to envision this heart. There's a reason I chose this heart carnelian today. I want you to envision the heart at the base of the sacrum, and then they want you to see it spinning. So from the bottom up, it's just going to keep spinning and spinning and spinning, and shifting that energy out with each breath. Allow that energy to move, continue to move through you. You are a safe space. This is a direct message from your baby. You are a safe space. So I feel like this is you connecting with your body as home, your body as the home to your soul, and the home that will house the baby, the soul that wants to come through. And this will allow you to soften, relax through the shoulders and down through the spine. And let your whole body feel what it feels like to be in this safe, serene, crystal energy. Take your time, friends, if you want to pause this video and just continue to sit through that. If you had any messages that want to come up and you want to pause and write those down, take your time. Take as much time as you need. For those of you that are ready to move on, we'll finish up with these last few cards. So we have go with the flow. Yes, cleansing and receiving. It's okay. It's safe to receive is the message that's coming through. You see, she's crossing her arms here, and your baby is already saying that they are safe, that they feel safe, that they know that it is safe for them to come into this world. They're needing you to also know that, to not just believe in it, but to know it with your heart, to know that you are safe in your body, to know that your baby will also be safe in your body. Okay, yeah, expansion. Yep, opening up through that heart space. It's the expansion that needs to happen to be able to soften and let go. And like the expansion and just the wing, they're showing me the wing spread of the phoenix there and the transformation. It's like as soon as you soften and allow yourself to open and expand, it's almost like they're showing me with heat, right? When there's heat that comes into, like, say, a muscle, if you put a red light on it, it will start to expand and open up and release any tension. And that's what they're saying with you. It's like and maybe even they're telling me there may be some heat in the body right now that you're not quite understanding, like why there's so much heat. And it's because there's this expansion that's happening through the body, and they're wanting you to take control of your body, feel comfortable with your body, listen to your body, speak to your body, connect with your body, ask your body what it needs to feel safe, right? Maybe that's something new for you. Maybe that's not something that you had the luxury of experiencing in this lifetime. Many of us grew up with traumas or chaos, and it maybe didn't feel as safe as others. And so they're saying it's okay, you are safe. Allow yourself to expand into that. Okay, then we have labradorite. Now this came out in reverse, and they wanted me to leave it upside down because the quote that came out with labradorite is take action, and it being in reverse is telling me that they want you to not take action, not worry so much about making things happen, or maybe even you're trying to get pregnant and you haven't been able to yet, and you're like, what is the reason this is not happening? Well, it's because of this expansion, this letting go of guilt and shame, and then allowing yourself to rest, knowing that it's safe to rest, right? If you grew up in any kind of chaos, or if you experienced, maybe even you didn't grow up in it, but maybe you experienced some chaos throughout your lifetime, and you've had to continue to move and take action to feel safe. Now they're saying, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to open up your heart, and being around like-minded women is going to help you with that. So I highly recommend looking into a women's circle or some type of women's group, connecting with women that are like-minded so that you can start to work through some of this and know that you're not alone. There's power in community, there's power in sisterhood, and so that feeling of being alone can be stifling, but when you connect with others and we share our experiences, we're able to grow together, and it's really powerful. Okay, we have one last card here. All right, and there's just this level of intimacy that's coming in through this card. Okay. They're showing me like the white light that's coming in through here. Now the purple, that's all divine energy, right? And the red is very passionate energy. And so maybe, thank you. I'm going to use my own life as an example. The baby is asking me to, and I'll tell you, there were times in my life where I was seeking intimacy pretty much any way I could get it. I mean, I just wanted to be loved. And for a while, actually, when I was afraid of love, when I was afraid of being hurt, I was seeking passion and intimacy through people. And you may call it promiscuous or being outside, however you want to refer to it. But what I realized in hindsight, when I went back and I was processing my own shame and guilt around that part of my life and the energy exchanges that I had at that time, what I realized is that when I was having an orgasm, or when I was being promiscuous and having sex with multiple people, not all at the same time, but you get it. I carried a lot of shame because of that. And what I realized was that I was connecting with a higher source. I was getting to that point of creation where I connected with my God. I connected with my divine, my source, my highest and best self. And it was this loving energy that would open my heart every time. And then I would feel guilty afterwards. And that was the shame that I needed to work through. So maybe for you, it's something similar to that. But they're saying there's this connection of like passion and intimacy with connecting to a higher power. And that's what that reminded me of there. And again, the baby did come through and ask me to share that. So whenever I do these readings, the babies that come through also connect with my guides, my team, my highest self, so that we can bring through the best messages for you to be able to receive and work through whatever you're growing through at the time. All right. I feel like this is all that we have for you today. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time. Adios. Aloha to those of you who chose the Prehnite crystal. All right, so Prehnite is a really high vibrational crystal that will connect you with your own intuition. It is like a mirror, of like looking yourself in a truth mirror, a true mirror. Thank you, a true mirror, they're saying. And connecting with that. And your baby is coming through to say that they want you to connect and see yourself through the true mirror, right? Your intuition is heightening. You are opening up to they're telling me new levels of consciousness, it's almost like they're showing me the scale and how you've risen, and man, I'm stumbling my words, my apologies. Perhaps before you would seek information from anywhere you could get it, and maybe there was some trouble having discernment when doing so, and now they're saying you're able to fully discern, and when you're seeking messages like this one, you are seeking them as a confirmation of what you already know. So this reading will likely be maybe just a touch up of what you've already been experiencing or already been feeling on your own, and the allowing you to tap in more to your intuition as well. Okay, so the first card here we have is Sacred Mirrors, and it is the number 33. Perhaps that is important to some of you because that is the only number that has been pointed out through this entire reading. So the other two piles, they never pointed out any numbers. So I feel like that really is a number for you. However, 3 plus 3 is, in numerology, it would be, it would add up to a 6, and 6 is coherence, right? It's everything in alignment, and it just feels like everything is in flow. So I am going to read a little bit of what is coming up from the book for this one, and there's just a very specific section that Spirit has guided me to. So it says, sometimes mirrors serve to ignite something within us that we had long forgotten. Quote, I wish I could do that. I would love to be that brave. I desire that charisma. Is that possible for me? End quote. What have your mirrors been showing you lately? And have you been acting on the information that they're sending your way? Find solutions in these sacred reflections. Okay, so there's been some mirroring energy that is happening in your life, and mirroring typically happens with the people that we are closest to. So if there is anything lingering in our subconscious that wants to come out and make itself known, it will likely come out through the mirrors of what we're surrounding ourselves with. So a good thing to do would be check your triggers, thank you. My guides are reminding me that recently I spoke to a sister about this, and we talked about triggers and how the word trigger can be triggering. And how maybe there was a better word that we could use for that. And the word that came through was activate. So who really activates emotions in you? Whether those are good emotions, dense emotions. I mean, they're saying, of course, there's no good or bad, but being here on earth, I feel like we do have a bias on what is a good or what is a bad emotion. So who is activating emotions in your life, and how are you able to go deeper into that? So look at that mirror. What is it activating in you, right? If it's something that makes you angry, why is there anger there? Where is that anger coming from? And how can you move through that anger? I feel like this is your baby, thank you, is coming through, and they're saying this is to learn to support yourself and to ask for support through others, so that you can be the best caretaker you can be when this baby comes through to earth. Okay, let's move on here. We have, I'm gonna move these out of the way. Okay, we have, it looks like Merlin, yeah, manifestation. Okay, and it did come out upside down, and they're showing me this way. They're saying, because your baby specifically is saying, shine your light, mama. It's like they're, it's so funny that it came out like this. It's like they're saying, look at it deeper. Okay, so this card upside down like this, it almost looks like a bat, a black bat, and bats bring deep transformation. I mean, this is big life shift. So maybe this is your first child, or maybe no, yeah, they're saying yes first. Thank you for confirming. Okay, so first child coming in, and the energy is unsure. Like you're unsure, you're not, there's no fear, it's just there's uncertainty, and it's like your baby is shining that light down, and they're like, look, mama, I chose you, and you were made for this. So trust that everything is going exactly the way that it needs to be, and that you are being guided by that light, right? It's like, yes, there's this deep transformation that's happening, and you are being truly guided from a higher power. So continue to trust and receive. Okay, and then we have ground yourself. Now this one too, it's funny, this card feels heavy. It came out in reverse, and they're telling me it's because you're a little too grounded sometimes, almost too much in the logical mind, and they're wanting you to tap more into the magical space, right? I mean, I remember since I was a child, when I was, somebody explained like the process of having a child and what happens in the body, I always felt like it was so magical. Like, wait, how we grow literal humans in our bodies, and then we birth them into creation. It's such a magical space to be in. I feel like over time, because maybe it's just, it's been done so many times, and it's been done in different ways, and it's been infiltrated, and there's so many different opinions and views and traditions, and all of the programming that we have disconnected from the magic of it. How magical is it that you can grow and carry a baby in your body and then give birth to that baby here in Earth Realm? It's such a magical, beautiful, and heightened experience. So they're asking you to allow yourself to come a little ungrounded, allow yourself to feel into the magic of it. Know that not everything has to be linear, not everything has to be grounded and logical, and you can allow yourself to open up to what really wants to be created in this space. I feel like this is also guiding you into, yes, the baby is confirming, thank you. They want you to use your creativity, whatever that means. Maybe it's starting to paint, maybe it is just doodling in a notebook, maybe it's singing and or dancing. Perhaps it's like doing improv or some acting, something that is going to almost give you a little push outside of your comfort level, where maybe you sing at home and now it's like going out and singing with a crowd, like finding a choir or finding somewhere where you can sing with others, maybe a kirtan experience. But they're saying allow yourself to come a little ungrounded in that energy. Okay, we have the sacred waters here, and it is the wishing well. So unexpected gifts and kindness and karmic jewels. Yeah, there's this energy that is wanting. They're saying, that's me. Thank you, baby, for confirming. The baby has this soul that is coming in as your baby, as your child, that wants to come into creation. Now, I don't feel like this soul is actually in yes, they're saying they are in creation through thought form and spirituality. However, they have not come into any physical form at all just yet. So maybe you are being very logical about the way that you conceive, how you conceive, when you conceive. And they're saying, we see you. We know that you want us to come in. This is the baby speaking specifically. Thank you. I see you, Mama. I know that you want me to come in, and I am ready to take that next step. I am ready. My soul has chosen you just as your soul has chosen me. And I just need you to let go. Loosen your grip a little bit. Allow space for magic. Allow space for magic. It's like that wishing well, right? It's, tossing a coin into the well, or wishing upon a falling star. It's such a magical, whimsical experience, and that's what your baby is wanting from you. Right, and then we have clairvoyance. Yes. So again, with this, exactly where we started with the Prehnite, it's like this energy is it's opening you up to a new form of magic. It's opening you up to your gifts, your sacred gifts of your clairvoyance, of your being able to connect, to trust, to see the bigger picture, and to be able to interpret things not from a very grounded, logical point of view, but from a divine point of view, from a higher perspective, a much, much higher perspective, from the light. They're saying from the light. Okay, and then we have service, so contribution to the whole. Again, they're pointing out the number 37, so that reduces to a 10. It's like some cycle completion, and they're saying cycle completion with where you're at in life. Thank you. With where you're at in life. And maybe in life so far, you've been in this energy of service, of really helping others. Thank you. They're bringing this through, of helping others before you help yourself. It's almost like when it comes to others, you're really good at expressing how they should open up to the magic and see all of these beautiful things that are happening around them, and be grateful for the little things. And then when it comes to you, it's almost like you've just been missing out on that for a while. It's not that you haven't had it in your life. It's just that you've been so rooted in trying to make things happen, trying to have like that action. This is a very masculine energy, and I'm wanting you to just soften into that feminine energy, soften into trusting in a higher power, trusting in your highest self, and feeling through those mirrors of what's coming up for you. Expanded awareness. Wow. Those of you that chose this pile, you are getting like an increase in your intuition right now. So it may feel like they're telling me in the body. So you may be feeling maybe even having like some headaches, or just feeling more drained and tired than usual. And they're just saying, allow yourself to rest. When we rest, we manifest. When we rest, we manifest. So when you are trying to bring something into fruition, allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to tap out of the action forward. Yes, it's good to take action. It's good to balance out that masculine energy. However, there is a need for you to soften and nurture and care for yourself and allow yourself to get a little ungrounded, not having to be so by the book. Now, with that comes this last card, which looks very passionate. And I feel like this is saying, for those of you who have been trying to get pregnant, who feel like, it's been exhausting. Maybe you've maybe you're on some kind of in vitro or scheduling to try to make sure that, you're ovulating and ready to go. And they're saying what was missing through all of that is this passion, this connection, this love. And this happens with a lot of couples. I've seen it with clients. I've heard from it through a variety of people that, the passion and the love and the intimacy go missing after some time, right? If you get too far in that logical, in that action, in that get it done energy, because it's something that you truly want, the passion is not there. And the passion is what creates, right? We are creator beings. We create through passion. So if you're having trouble getting pregnant right now, or if you feel like things are just moving a lot slower than you would want them to, or you're running into some roadblocks, allow yourself to come a little ungrounded. Maybe do a daycation with your lover and connect with them, or do something that will bring you two closer and be more intimate, without thinking about ovulation time, without thinking about having to do things on a certain linear timeline. Just allow yourself to feel into that and create from a space of passion, right? Don't even think about creating. The best creations aren't even they're not even written down on paper, right? Like when you see people that create beautiful music or lyrics, usually it's something that just comes to them in the heat of passion, right? In whatever emotion they're experiencing, it comes up and they're like, oh, I got to write this down, or I have to make sure that I record this, or whatever it is, right? It's not because they were sitting, at their piano for, hundreds of hours trying to figure out the chords. It's because they allowed themselves to move through the emotions, to fill into the passion. The babies that we see come in so easily. And I've experienced this with loved ones, with family members that were unable to get pregnant. And it's like, oh, why can other people do it so easily? And here I am trying so hard. And that's part of it, it's that trying, that logic, that doing, that action, that getting it done, and not allowing yourself to be in the passion of the moment, the passion of creation. So I feel like connecting with your partner is going to be very important for you moving forward through this. And I will end this message with one last note. If there is something that you want and you feel it in your heart and you want it wholeheartedly, I just want a baby so bad, or whatever it is, right? I'm using babies because this is the baby that connected with us through this message. But if you know that, it's because it's already happening on a higher timeline, right? Everything that ever has or ever will happen is happening right now. So if you are feeling that desire that you just really want it to happen and you're starting to worry that it won't, reconnect with that energy of, if I really want this to happen so badly that it hurts my heart thinking that it may not, then it is happening. It's happening already. And now all I need to do is soften, rest, let myself get a little ungrounded, and create through passion. This will help you tap into that space. All right. I wish you all the best. Until next time, adieu.